the early bird catches the worm. Once upon a time, in a lush and lively forest, a cheerful and bustling life was unfolding. Piki, the little bird, had friends, a squirrel, a rabbit, and a hedgehog, who always spent time together and experienced exciting adventures. One day, Piki decides to wake up earlier than usual in the morning to find more worms. He tells his friends, "If I wake up early, I can find the more worms and feed us all." At first, his friends laugh at him and say, "Why do you have to get up so early? We can go together after breakfast." But Piki was serious and finally decides to act independently. Squirrel, who always loved to sleep and rest, wanted Piki not to wake up early. He would say to his friends, "Why should we wake up early? We can find worms together later and make a delicious breakfast." Squirrel thought that sleeping was the best way to start the day. Rabbit, who was always energetic and cheerful, agreed with Squirrel. "Yes, we can sleep, and when we wake up, we can go looking for worms together. Why bother waking up early?" However, Hedgehog, who was always seeking adventure and learning, told Piki, "I think Piki has a good idea. If he wakes up early and finds worms, he will bring food for all of us." But his friends paid no attention to Hedgehog's words and decided to continue sleeping. The next morning, Piki woke up with excitement. He thought, "If I wake up early, I can find the best worms." He quietly left his nest and set off in search of worms. Meanwhile, Squirrel and Rabbit continued to sleep, while Hedgehog, who had woken up a bit earlier, was thinking about Piki and hoping he would succeed. Piki flew around the trees and bushes, finding tastier worms than he had ever seen before. He excitedly showed other animals in the forest how to find worms and chatted with them friendly. After a while, Squirrel and Rabbit woke up and realized that Piki was gone. Squirrel said, "Let's go find him. Maybe he has found the worms." They quickly left their nest and started searching for Piki. But when they reached the place where Piki usually flew, they noticed that most of the worms were gone, and only a few small tree worms remained. Meanwhile, Piki returned with a basket full of worms and happily said, "Hello, friends. I found so many worms." Squirrel and Rabbit looked at him and realized what a great job he had done. Piki continued, "If you had woken up early too, you could have found even more worms." Squirrel and Rabbit, feeling a bit embarrassed, said, "You are right, we should learn that sometimes waking up early can help us." In the end, they shared the worms together and enjoyed a delicious breakfast. This experience taught Piki's friends that effort and proper timing can lead to great results and that the importance of friendship and cooperation is invaluable. The story from the perspective of Piki's friends shows that while sleep and comfort may be appealing, effort and good timing can bring about more success and happiness. The end.